One thing that I've learned as a hospice nurse is that grief looks very different for a lot of different people. And one of the skills you have to have when you are a hospice nurse is trying to recognize where people are at with their grief. I'm going to tell you a story how one time, the scariest moment I've ever had when it comes to grief. So one time I was seeing this woman. She was in her mid-50s. She had advanced stage cancer. Her daughter was her power of attorney. Her daughter was the one that was the decision maker. She also had a husband. The husband was not on board with hospice. He did not want to accept that she was dying. He was angry. The daughter was more accepting. And she got to a point where she couldn't get up anymore. So we talked about putting in a catheter. And the husband would never come and talk to me, basically. He was very rude. And that's fine. I mean, I understand. But the daughter and I came up with this plan. I was going to put in a catheter. And the husband did not want this to happen. So I get my sterile field, I go to put in the catheter, and I hear the daughter go, "Oh my God, Dad got the gun." And I was like, what? I was truly terrified. So apparently there's a gun, and he was so mad at me and so angry. So he got the gun, and they didn't know where he was. He was just somewhere in the house with this gun. So I stopped. I didn't put the catheter in. And I was like, I was shaking. I'm like, I need to call my manager. So I called my manager. I was in the bathroom. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I just know her husband's in the house, and he's really angry, and he has a gun. I was very scared. And so what ended up happening was I did have to call the cops, but I did that after. So her son walked me outside. But I will tell you, the moment because she had an upstairs bedroom, the moment I descended those stairs, not knowing what was going to be, not knowing where the husband was or if he was going to be like aiming a gun at me, was probably one of the most terrifying moments of my life. So I got out into my car and then bawled because I was terrified. And then I had to do a whole police report and all that. But my point is, grief is that husband didn't know what to do with that grief. It was profound for him, and he wasn't dealing with it. So it came out as just very angry. And I don't know, I'm just saying this because I'm just illustrating the fact that grief is so different for so many people, and how you feel is how you feel, but it can't be avoided, that's for sure, if you have somebody that you know that's dying. But, yeah, so anyway, that's my story.